Well, greetings. Thank you for joining us tonight's broadcast. I'm about to by fifth dimension. I am not Area 51, but you never know in the future. I had to get out of where I was. I had to get somewhere other than home, so here I am. I didn't do a video Wednesday because I was worn out. I was answering questions, and I'm catching up today, and I'm completely worn out. Now, when I say catch up on questions, meaning I'm not that caught up, but at least I'm not on last Wednesday anymore. Now I'm on last Saturday. Or yeah. So I'm about 7 days. So if you submitted a question last Saturday, I have most of those completed at the moment. So it's a slow grind, which is just my work situation is going to get any better from what it looks like. So we'll see. So I was going to do a timeline war title for this, but something else came up. And I think this is more important from what I can pick up on. Yeah, they want people to know about this stuff. So trying to make it look authentic as possible, look as bizarre, weird background. The audio is recording, I think. Sometimes it's doing something. Yeah, we're good. So what else is there? Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to post anything. I was going to go into a subject matter, but I'm not sure if I'll do it today. So what happened? Let's see. It was yesterday. It was like the day from hell. Oh yeah, yesterday. Yesterday. That's right. I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Now this is all work. It has nothing to do with channeling or anything. 5 o'clock in the morning. And I was hoping to get done at like 1, so I can go sleep and take a rest, answer questions, take it easy, get my yada yada yada. Instead, I got done at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and good. So I was like, screw it, screw sleep. So I finally went to bed at like 12 o'clock, I think. I'm still feeling the pain right now. So I had to answer questions, which is fine. It's like my work situation, my dead end job. I don't know where that's going to go. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. It's like a McDonald's job. It's not a McDonald's job. It might as well be. It's a job to nowhere. But as the spiritual work continues, no, it's like I was hoping more spiritual work can increase instead of getting tested by my job. Things will even out eventually. Well, let's put it this way. I had a situation with my job, but really, I'm not going to go into detail. It's like when my schedule, it's pretty much open for channelings usually, but then my crappy job might interfere with that more. And that's what made me mad yesterday. It's like I should be going more into the spiritual direction instead I'm going back into the dumpster direction. That pisses me off. So yeah, it's like I want to do more of this type of work, be able to answer questions quicker. You know, but instead the dumpster job is well, either way. Well, anyway, I had a connection yesterday which opened me up some more of what I'm doing here. And I was talking about being like a galactic spy in some regard, which I think that's still going on, but I don't connect to it very often. It's like I'm not gonna get involved with that. I don't care. To bring in more of this aliens and weirdness in an unconventional way. I don't get involved with that. But I'm connecting more with the message I got yesterday. It's like I might have been like, it's like screw you, my job. It's like screw you, job. But the other thing, what I got was a burst of energy that I'm connecting. I'm here to. That's right. I was firing all the guides. I fired my higher self. I was firing everybody, and during that firing, I love that shit because you don't hear that anywhere else. Where do you hear that anywhere else? the guide firing. You don't hear that anywhere else. I'm the only one, I think. I don't listen to everybody. If I did that, I'd lose my freaking mind. I can't keep track of what I'm doing, let alone what other channelers are doing. Yeah, I definitely don't watch that. I'm trying to keep myself online. I don't go on YouTube. Oh, who's channeling this person today? I don't do any of that. I can barely get through the day as it is, just to give you an update on that one. I'm not getting mad. I'm not being invited to parties. I'm not looking for any of that crap. Just in case anybody's saying that. Oh, I've been wanting to come to our party. He never showed up. I don't do that crap. So just to let you know. Internet parties, internet, hangouts on Google. I'm doing that shit. Too freaking worn out. So what I had was, that was connected, like basically working towards being a guide to other. I'm working to be being a main spirit guide for after this life for other beings here, basically, for their awakening. So while I'm out of here, I'm helping others. I'm going to be helping not just one, but several. I'll be like a man spirit guide to many. That's going to go into spiritual awakening. Now, we're putting the seeds here now, and we all look like a bunch of lunatics. But we're going to have a lot of opposition. It's not doing so great. Like, what the hell are we doing here? It's like people aren't ready for anything. They're all just, they're all watching Captain Marvel, or maybe they're not watching Captain Marvel. From what looks, maybe only the movie studios are going to be watching that and inflating their numbers. It's like, wow, it's a big box office draw for Captain Marvel. Going to movie theater, nobody's there. Wow, that's a big box office hit. Nobody's watching. Huh, that's a little weird. Anyway. But yeah, I'm training to be. That was I'm going through tests. Everyone's going through hell, obviously. But basically, it came to this. I'm basically coming to this world to learn what I need to learn here to be a spirit guide for others, and it's going to be a massive. I don't know how many, but it's going to be a lot. I'm looking forward to that. But it's like necessary. It's like you come here, you feel the vibe of it, of the awakening. You feel all the drawback from the zombie society, or however you want to look at it. Things will get better eventually. So that's what this is all about, at least from my point of view. I don't know what others are doing, but basically I'm preparing to be a spirit guide after this life. When is this life ever going to? Not soon enough. It's going to go on forever, it seems. I'm not sure where it's going, but basically I'm connecting more to spirit guide energies, learning what I need to learn here for future generations. And what I got, I'm going to get stuff over time. But what also is basically going to be like a guide to criminals, because a lot of them are going to be spiritually awakened. Now, criminals, and there's different points of view of a criminal too. It's like some of them are rejecting this reality, and some do have to go into murder to do that. It's just they reject, like a homeless person rejects being a slave, so just rather be homeless than be a slave. So that sucks, but you got to look at things a little bit differently. So somebody would do murder, just get thrown in jail because they don't want to be part of all this. That does not mean they're not spiritually awakened. They might have did something that's really bad, but also, or whatever it is, get themselves thrown in jail. Just where they're rejecting society, the programs of the Illuminati, et cetera, and a lot of those are in incarceration right now are actually rejecting societies. They don't want to be part of it. They'd rather be in jail and just mind their own business, and just working on themselves, becoming educated, working out. Some are getting fat, but instead of being a zombie slave like the rest of us. So, but basically, those that are going to go through a lot of challenges are basically, I mean, this is what little bit I've got on it. Is I'll be helping souls that they'll need a second chance. Like they'll do something really horrible, whatever. And it's not going to be like they're not going to be Hitler or something, but they'll do something that's really pretty bad. But also go through a spiritual awakening, get their guides and everything, and just start awakening people. And it's like, wow, you're like the less likely person ever thought would ever be doing this. And it's like, it's like kind of like Jesus, kind of give me your criminals, give me your stuff you don't want. It's kind of like that. But so that'll be quite a bit in the future from what I'm gathering. So that's what I am, because at this rate, humanity will ascend in the year 9 billion at this rate. It's like, doesn't mean we're not going to have alien contact or anything. Is this the more the alien stuff's going to increase here for sure, but still, humanity has to change its ways, and it's not going to change overnight. It's like, oh look, aliens are here. Let's go kill each other some more. They're not gonna. It's going to be a while for this place to evolve out of the doomsday dimension. So we're coming here to put in the seeds of all of this and help in another way. I've never gotten really a message like that before. Yesterday I got a burst of energy that I'm going to be assisting a lot of souls in this. So I'm going through the heat, as many out there are. Now, that doesn't mean everybody's going to be involved with this. Being a spirit guide sucks. So I got all the crappy guides around me right now. I don't know if they're all crap right now, but I have a lot of the newer ones. I've had a bad one. Got rid of that guy. Cleared out my higher self. Got more God energies that are connecting to me now. That was the whole point, is to, we're going into this new journey, right? You want a soul journey? This is a soul journey. And I get guides that are like new recruits around me, and they're learning through my energies and some. Now, firing a guy is not all that bad. It's like, fire me. I don't care. Shit. You want to fire me? Screw you too. It's like, we get that backlash. But it's like not everybody that's being guided is going to agree. At least you start a conversation. Some people don't even realize they have guide energies at all. So at least there's something. I mean, not everybody's going to be firing guides, but some of us need to. I mean, I'm going through the new recruits quite a bit too. So I have some good ones, but they're not always telling me what the hell is around me anymore. I mean, I know they're like cautious. I got that one. But be careful what you say. He's going to come kick your ass. I got that. But it's like when a thought doesn't come to my mind, what should have came to my mind to remind me of this or that or whatever. It's like, are you going to help me? Or are you here to help, or are you here to be a pain in the ass? It's like, obviously I can't remember everything, but it's like, are you going to help me or not? Because they do help you remember stuff. Oh, I need to do this. I need to do that. To make sure you're, I mean, obviously you can't remember everything, but still they are here to help you, get your act together. And they haven't always, so they're not always being clear what they're doing. But either way, I'm here I have a lot of new guide recruits around me, and we're basically, I'm here improving them. It's like they give me their riffraff so I can beat them up a little bit on how to do a better job, even at this rate, at where I'm at now. Not to say what ranking they're going to go in, because being a main spirit guide, I think, is like probably the worst thing you can ever be. It's a nightmare, basically. It all depends. I mean, of course, if you have a soul that gets up, eats Cheerios, plays video games, maybe goes to work, comes back home, plays video games, eats Cheerios, that's not very hard to guide. That's pretty easy. That's what majority of humanity right now, unfortunately, to a certain degree. Not exactly, but there's a lot of that out there. Let's put it that way. It's how hard can that be to see where that's going? So yeah, that's why I have all these different guides to give them, to either bring somebody into your life to change things. It's like maybe doing video games isn't the best situation, or they get in a car accident to like wake you ass up, you're not listening, whatever it might be, that's obviously the last scenario you want to go into. But, in some situations you do go through the higher self of that person. And it's like, to, it's, when you make your chart, you allow them to do things that are necessary if you're not listening. Let's put it that way. It's like you want to get from point A to point B. Instead of getting there, you go do stupid stuff. So you got to get you back on track. So you got to do what they got to do. So it's a hard game when you think about it. There's so many distractions here. You have Illuminati screwing around with you. You have reptilians screwing with you. This world, we can't just incarnate here and just walk and just get the hell out of Dodge. Many are, and I don't blame you at all. But many of us that are alien aware, spirit guides, aliens, your chances of coming back here isn't very high. Now, once this lifetime's out, you're gone. You're not coming back here. You might help as an alien being, which is also like a guide to a degree. If you want to be assigned to somebody, it's technically like a guide too, or just a spirit being that is a Pleiadian, an alien, whatever it might be. There's different ways of looking at it. So we're here to basically kind of drop the bomb of awareness, alien energies, helping people find their direction. I'm obviously going to get a lot of opposition because humans aren't ready. It's not time yet. People are just they're enjoying their excess of whatever it might be. I'm not going into details, but the human excess of whatever. I'm not going into detail. I think I have an idea. But a lot of us are kind of here, like, don't care about any of that. Just want to get the hell out of Dodge. It's like, I want to do my mission and get me the hell out of here. You guys want to, ruin yourselves, go right ahead, have fun with that. Do what you got to do. It's like, I don't care about any of that crap. I just want to incarnate, do my mission, and leave. Have fun with this place. So, but yeah, the idea is to bring alien awareness that comes with them, but many aren't ready for it. They have this drama, that drama, which is fine. It's part of soul growth. We're not always going to have the answers. We have what we need. A lot of us, obviously, when you try to get a reading from someone, it's being blocked to a certain degree for certain information to come through because it's not always time to receive all of this. Like, you're Yeshua in a past life, you're Jesus. How did you know that? Stuff like that. That's God help us. Oh, there's going to be a lot of that in the future, unfortunately. People are connected to that consciousness, yeah, but oh God, geez. Talk about brainwashing. It must be a slow news day. When you're connected to Jesus is coming back, it must be that's really scary stuff when you get into that. I don't think it's, technically he's here. Jesus is here spiritually, yes. Physically, I don't think he has any reason to be back here. He's got his own crap he's got to get. When the earth goes into the higher dimensions, it's a different story. Obviously, yeah, but right now it's just hell planet still. It's like, when you don't no longer have prisons here, and you no longer have food poisonings, you don't have pretty much everything you have here. You close all that down, then you got your different planet. Then that's different. And yeah, you'll see Yeshua, you'll see things more clearly. But yeah, that was the other message I got, is that a lot of souls here are preparing for their exit into the fourth dimension. Like some souls, not all, but some that just like, okay, I'm 30 years old, I'm spiritually aware where I need to be. I think I made peace with this reality, and they just die of natural causes. Yeah, definitely don't recommend suicide or anything like that, because that's a trapping. The people want to suicide themselves to go into the fourth dimension, don't recommend that, because that's a trick. And unfortunately, there's probably channeling groups that are all for that, unfortunately. But basically, you do what you're here to do. And when you finish your life cycle, because many do want to get the hell out of here, go into the next dimension, you will when the time is right. So, because what I've been getting recently is that a lot of souls here that when they pass on, whenever the time is right for it, through whatever means, a lot of them, if they choose, are going to go into the fourth dimension. Yes, they go in spirit, but some might just jump right into the fourth dimension. It's like this is their way to ascend. They ascend by closing out this life and going to the next one. I know that sounds controversial, but maybe not. I don't think it does. But as long as there's no suicide energy, do not suicide yourself. Do not try to hurt yourself. Do not try to get in a car accident. Do not try any of that shit. It's not going to work because that's just a trick from the dark. Yeah, it's just like when your time's to go, it's your time to go. It's like when someone passes over and they're like 35. It's like, wait a minute, I think they went into spirit, but they're also went into the next dimension of our reality. So that's to give you a different clarity point of view of where we're heading. More of this become the alien energies obviously are going to get stronger when society is ready for it. When you mention UFO disclosure, that's like a key word. It's like, hey, are you ready for it? Maybe you're going to say, no, we're not. I think but others are. It's like it's an awakening. It's like a key word for awakening. It's like, oh, maybe I ought to take a look at this. Well, maybe I can learn something from this. And that's really what alien disclosure, like that key word is used. And I think YouTube is scared to death of conspiracy theories. And YouTube, yeah, that's obviously the dark side, but the light side is working through YouTube also. Yeah, because the light, you will, like, those that are putting this stuff, it will be found somehow. Miracles do happen, magic does work. The dark can only, some will be sold. I mean, yeah, they might suppress. They've been suppressing conspiracy stuff for a while. I've been feeling it ever since I've been doing this. Obviously, not going to tell people, but positive angels do work. They do work their magic. They can clear out the manipulations when the time's right. A lot of people aren't ready for this shit. I mean, this stuff can blow up when people are ready. It will go into the mainstream. It will go viral when the time is right. Some stuff does here and there. It's just like we're in the getting in the like the warming of the waters phase, and it's a hard time to be. It's hard being here right now. It's like we can connect to the dimensions of where this is happening. It can't happen. It's just most of societies. Yeah. Oh, see, I went to Animal Kingdom today. I was going to go to Epcot, but I'm kind of burned out from over everything, but I'll go there eventually. Like it matters. But I just like when they put those Mickey Mouse hats on, the ears. It's like mind control. Here, I'm gonna brainwash myself. And 10 up for brainwashing. Hats can do it to a certain degree, but those Mickey Mouse hats, where they're like a little Mickey Mouse, whatever they are, the Mouseketeer hats. I would not put one of those. It's like you're just MK Ultra, MK Ultra yourself, basically. So, of course, it's done innocently. People don't believe in this. It's like, so for the human to understand the soul, it's going to be a while, definitely. But I still think, like they're talking, the aliens came to me with alien disclosure because it's still an energy. It's like it puts people on their path, of their spiritual path. So like, wow, this can really happen. I can really do this spiritually. That doesn't mean like if you feel a ship, you can feel their energy when the time is right. But it is a possibility of it. People might say it's BS, or they're not ready for it. Like I said, this is technically like the alien renaissance, technically. Um, but yeah, it's the dark ages in some regard too. We're coming out of the dark ages, but that way. Yeah, it's like we're technically in a digital dark age, and we're going into the alien renaissance. And that's not something you race right into. Talk about it, everybody laughs at you. Where's your proof? Well, we're trying to bring in proof, but most of you guys hate yourselves. Believe in spirit guys, don't believe in your soul. If you do recognize your soul, don't understand all of this, think it's all stupid. It's like, okay, well, that'll be happen in due time. Eventually, religions are going to start to lose their steam, especially the Catholic Church. You're kind of seeing that already. When the Catholic Church does people they just reject it. It's like no more of this. And people go there and channel Jesus there, or channel a demon. I mean, they do that kind of now already, actually. Yeah, anytime the Catholic Church, when they do those rituals, the singing that stuff, oh, I'd stay away from it because it's there to keep the matrix going, basically, mind control the masses. It is a demonic world we live in, but we're learning through those energies to better ourselves, basically. Um, and like I said, many souls here that you're understanding, you don't have full understanding, but you kind of know who you are, spiritually. It's like I know there's another side of spirit guides. I have an idea. If you don't want to come back to this world, I don't think you will. It's like, yeah, done with it. I'll come back as an alien. Sure, that sounds really good, but that's why you're here. You're here to gather information so you can be a better alien for alien contact. We're going to have contact now. We're technically having contact right now, but we're in human form to help people understand all this. Like, here, I'm human now as an alien channeling beings to help humanity awaken. And then, it takes time. See, people think alien contact happens in a day. Maybe it takes 100 years, for it to, like you feel the first, was it Alex Collier? I was like, look at that. First stages of it. Or there's others, but that's one I know about. I mean, he helped me. What Alex Collier, if I'm saying that right, when he was talking about the Andromedans, man, I wanted myself an Andromedan mouse. I didn't know how to connect that stuff. I never thought I'd be channeling anything. Wasn't time for it. I mean, I was really intrigued by that. It's like, where's my alien? It's like, I can't get along with anybody here. It's like, I live in Florida. Help me. It's like, I'm still waiting for the help, actually. But I mean, yeah, you think alien contact takes, I mean, technically, those that are talking about aliens channeling anybody that's doing channeling, if you're channeling Set, whoever, anybody that says, oh, you can't channel that person, it's all a bunch of nonsense. It's like, if, was it Seth? I forget who it was. So Seth, people say, oh, only Jane Roberts can channel Seth. That's fucking shit. You should be able to channel whoever. I mean, if you know that that's who you're channeling, if you feel it, then go with it. People don't believe you, who cares? I mean, yeah, who gives a shit? It's like, I get that stuff all the time. It's like, so what? Just do what you got to do. But this is alien contact, and it takes a while. So with alien disclosure, it takes a while. It's like just flow with it. Just let it all flow. Just let the craziness come in. I mean, yeah, humanity doesn't know anything. I mean, what the hell do they do? It's like, what's your favorite sports team? And it's like, what the fuck's wrong with this place? So this is alien disclosure right now. It's not happening as fast. I mean, it's happening. It's just not what people think. So, okay, maybe it takes 100, 200 years for people to ingrain humanity's consciousness. It's like we're connecting to aliens or channeling, they're channeling, spirit entities, etc. It's like a spiritual, contact, basically. Spiritual disclosure. And this is a big deal. And of course, it happens. It takes a long time for things to come in. And a lot of this are here assisting. And when time is right, we leave and assist as alien beings or spirit guide energies. So it tells you we're here for the long haul. We're just warming up. So I'm not sure I'm going to name this or title this, but I want to put this out there. Yeah, let's see what I was gonna do timeline wars, but it doesn't feel like that's the right time for it. There's also a company called Theranos. I was going to do energy to show it, but Theranos is a company that like they prick your finger, and there's a big scandal out there. They prick your finger. They prick your finger. They take a little bit of blood, and they run through all these tests, and they find out what's going on with you, what kind of medicines you need. It's like a miracle. It's like you don't have to go through all this needle and go through all this equipment. It kind of makes things cheaper. And come to find out, it was like a big scam and all that. But the thing is that Elizabeth Holmes, that's like the stuff I'm too tired to show anything, but in another lifetime, another parallel life, she actually did this. And also, the Illuminati here don't want that out yet. So I believe she's seeing the future. Yeah, she's maybe not an innocent person, all this. I think she was like manipulating people is like to make this happen. It's like eventually we'll invent it. Right now, I had to lie to everybody. I don't know how it works, but either way, she's not innocent. But I also believe there's an Illuminati influence to stop it from happening. It's like they'll lose money. They have all this money in all these other companies. But she was seeing the future. And that is in the future. I mean, technically, it could be done now, but they're not letting it happen. So they take like a little bit of blood, and it just makes things easier for you. Something like that. I don't know the whole story. It's just, looking good right now. So there's a lot of, it had like Warren Buffett and giving her money, all these rich people giving her money. And I believe the technology does exist. And I believe she thought she can create it, but I believe she got blocked and stopped. Not to say, stuff does exist. I'm not sure if she would have ever made it to it at all, but I believe it does exist now. They're just not making it public. But I believe they also came to stop her too. Like, we don't want this out there just yet. For what reason? I think it's just money. They have money tied up in all this other manipulating BS, and want to keep people sick and whatever. And that was actually going to make things better to keep people healthier. Well, they're not into that right now. Not now. So, it's a weird situation there. So it's, Elizabeth Holmes is involved with it. So it's Theranos. So I guess I'll put this in the title. I was going to call it Timeline Wars and Theranos, but I just use Theranos thing would be kind of weird putting on the title of it, but I want to put that out there about. Maybe I'll go into it. We're going to say the same thing again. I can't think of anything different on that. But yeah, it's a blood company that was revolutionary and technically is. They have a lot of technologies they're not giving to us. NASA lies all the time. Oh yeah, I'm by Lockheed Martin. Which is by a tourist destination, which makes no sense. It's like you've had the Las Vegas Strip, and then you had an aerospace building right next to it that creates weapons for the military, and Area 51 with all the alien stuff. That they used it. They made it all Black Project stuff, and they plugged it into Boeing and Lockheed Martin and created those companies through the technology. So I think those took Boeing and Lockheed Martin were already around during that time, but they just gave them some enhancement, as you can see. So yeah, so I have reptilian energies, Anunnaki energies there, and they're spying on people, and just obviously the shadow version of it. I believe it's in this dimension, but obviously there's another dimension. It's not pretty at all, but A lot of time traveling energies there. It's mind manipulation yeah. I mean, Skynet and all that, Lockheed Martin, Boeing, they talk about Google, like again. So there's other companies I was going to go into, but leave it at that. So that's it for tonight. So I think that's about it. That's all I have energy for tonight. So much love, blessings. Thank you for all the support. You want to find out about me? It's a link down below. That's all I got. Yeah. So, are you a spirit guide? Are you going to be a spirit guide? Are you a spirit guide right now? Maybe this much. I mean, we'll go with that. Oh, all right. Take care. Have a great night. That worked.